I'm higher than my income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. Gold with the sun gets brighter on the sunset. Helps me realize this is just a journey. Drop your work, please. You were gonna turn out fine. Whoa, it turned out fine. Fine. Whoa, it turned out fine. But you gotta keep your head up. And you can let your head down. And you gotta keep your head up. And you can let your head down. And I know it's hard. No, it's hard to remember sometimes. But you gotta keep your head up. And you can let your head down. I got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. Got all the watches, got the lies, burning the skeptics. Confidence in my eyes, I'm seeing all the angels, stuff gets tangled. I start to compromise my life and my purpose. Is it all worth it? And I'm gonna turn out fine. Whoa, it turned out fine. Fine. Whoa, it turned out fine. But you gotta keep your head up. And you can let your head down. And you gotta keep your head up. Let your head down, I know it's hard, it's hard to remember sometimes. But you gotta keep your head up, and you can let your head down, only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around again. I said only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around. But you gotta keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and you gotta keep your head up, and you can let your head down, and I know it's hard, it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, and you can let your head down,
Nick, I'll start off with a story that you might not remember. I think every freshman has a similar experience in the fall when they get together with some people they know in their hall and they work up the courage to go to Super. And I was no exception. I went there and I didn't know when I was supposed to be there or where I was going, and I wandered into a random yard. And I was scared, frankly. I didn't know anybody, I was very nervous. And all of a sudden I heard my name called out, which I thought was a mistake. I thought there was somebody else named Carter. But I turned around and it was Nick. And he said to me how much he liked my audition for this group, and how excited he was to get my call back. And you might not know this, but I wasn't going to go to that call back. No. I was going to blow it off. I didn't want to put myself out there, and I was scared of that. But I don't know. He changed my mind there. And looking back, I think the two best decisions that I made here have been joining SAE, which she's also a part of, and joining this group of lunatics. But Nick, you're directly responsible for that. And he's a if it hadn't been for you, I don't know where I would be at this school. I don't think I'd really enjoy it as much as I do now. But I wanted you to know that wherever you go in your life and whatever things you go on to do, you should know that you've had a really profoundly positive impact on somebody. And I thank you for that.
When I'm not with you, think of you always. When I'm not with you, think of me always. I love you. Hey boy, where'd you get it from? Hey boy, where did you go? I learned my passion in the good old-fashioned school of lover boy. Dining at the Ritz, we'll meet at 9 precisely. I'll pay the bill, you'll taste the wine. Driving back in style in my saloon will do quite nicely. Just take me back to yours, that will be fine. Ooh, lover boy, what you doing tonight? Everything's alright, just hold on tight. That's because I'm the good old-fashioned lover boy. Lover boy, lover boy.
Dismiss your fears, get over your guilt and see find them with grace in your heart and flowers in your hair.
First of all, great job on solo. Kaden, I remember the first time we met. It was back at P Fellows Admitted Students Day luncheon, and I was completely undecided. I was accidentally sat at a table full of psychology majors, and I'll admit, the conversation was definitely not drawing me in. But at the end of the welcome, you came over to introduce yourself. You told me your name, Kaden, and then in what I know is now true Kaden fashion, you told me you were Irish. Although that wasn't pushing me any closer to deciding I'm like, no. The next thing you said is that you were an engineer. I was like, all right. We had something in common. And then you mentioned, and then I mentioned that I sang. And your eyes lit up, and you replied, I sing! I'm in an a cappella group. Then you asked me what part I sang. I said bass, and finding out you were bass too, it felt like fate. But the most influential thing, serendipitous. But the most influential thing for me was your enthusiasm for when you talked about the Unison. And then, even though I hadn't decided on Bucknell, you immediately started to recruit me for an audition in the fall. It was clear that your love for this group was strong enough to influence you to motivate others to join. Without you, I may have never known the experience and family and camaraderie of being in an a cappella cult like this. So Kaden, from my very first freshman year, you've been a mentor to me. And I feel I can speak for every food class that's followed you when we all say we have lived up to you, whether figuratively or literally. So you are beyond Unison steady. And I'll never forget when we went through one of the most stressful times, I would say, in this group. We were sitting during the school shooting scare, all in AgQuest together. But you were the comm leader that was there accompanying the group. And you put your others' concerns before yourself. And that really meant a lot to me. You have consistently put so much into this group, balancing mechanical engineering, thermodynamics, research, 2 choirs, all while being, three choirs, all while being an engaged member with one of the best attendances in the group. I mean, who else can have their car engine explode on fall tour in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, and still make it to Massachusetts? Almost. And still make it to Massachusetts the next day, ready to sing with the group. That takes a different level of commitment. You ran for president, you openly admitted that you had minimal leadership experience, but you stepped up outside of your comfort zone. And that really meant a lot. You put in the hours, you put in the work, and the personal growth to make sure that happened. And it really means a lot, especially for us, for us bassists. And I'm almost done. Finally, to have a chance to take the bass mic, and I know I have some big shoes to fill, and your voice will most certainly be missed. Kaden, you're leaving the stage, but you're stepping onto a much bigger one. For the things you've done here, I know you're going to do great things out there. So, from me, the basses, and from all of the Unison, thank you for your dedication, your voice, and you will always have one here. Next up, we have Carry You Home, arranged by Caden and beatboxed by Will. Brief intermission. There are bathrooms downstairs, and we'll rejoin shortly for the rest of the concert.
There was not. that. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. Hello, hello. There's 13 people watching. How are you, all 13 people? Thank you for looking at the YouTube live. Is this beyond Unison Instagram? No. Yeah, look like someone smoking this. There's so much hate.
There's blood on the side of the mountain. There's writing all over the wall. Shadows of us are so dancing in every room, in every hall. There's snow falling over the ceiling. We thought that it would wash away the bitter taste of mercury and all of the messes you made. Yeah, you think that you got away, but I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the ground. You'll see my face in every place, but you can't catch me now. Through waiting grass, the months will pass, you'll feel it all around. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. But I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the ground. You'll see my face in every place, but you can't catch me now. Through waiting grass, the months will pass, you'll feel it all around. I'm here, up there, out everywhere, but you can't catch me now. No, you can't catch me You can't catch me now. I'm coming like a storm into your town. You can't catch me now. I'm higher than the hopes that you brought down. You can't catch me now. I'm coming like a storm into your town. You can't catch me now. I'm higher than the hopes that you brought down. You can't catch me now. I'm coming like a storm into your town. You can't catch me now. You can't. There's blood on the side of the mountain. It's turning a new shade of red. And sometimes the fire you found it don't burn the way you'd expect. Yeah, you thought that this was the end.
That was Sienna. That was Catch Me Now. You Can't Catch Me Now. Sorry. It's gonna be a lot. It was originally performed by Olivia Rodrigo and arranged by Liz and sung by lovely Sienna. Oh, jeez. I promise I won't cry too much. I wish I had hours to express how much you meant to the group and I, but I'll do my best to keep it short and sweet, just like you. Sienna, knowing you is like knowing the sun. Ever since I met you, I've noticed how you brighten up every room you walk into, and you never fail to make everyone smile. Your silliness and sweet presence warms everyone's hearts, and I admire how you always go out of your way to make sure that everyone is comfortable. When I first joined the group, I immediately felt this love and knew I had found my home with Unison. You're the reason I'm here, and I'm endlessly grateful that you're in my life. I have so many silly memories of you that I cherish. I mean, many of which were here, but I don't want to spoil them today. I think a lot of them should not be said in front of you guys. But I would say Fall Tour this year was a blast. And I've never seen someone pull off a Where's Waldo in a sexy cop as well as you did. Also, my camera roll is packed full of random pictures of you wearing items on your head. I don't know. It's been very interesting. You're the best kind of weird, and I love you so much for it. It's been an honor and a blessing being your roommate this year. I had been asked way back, and she was asking, she was like, would you want to be my roommate? I'm a sophomore, so normally people don't get pulled up. And I have had the pleasure of having the most amazing roommates this year, and another senior, Sylvia. But there's no one else I'd rather crash out with every night at 2 a.m. I have grown so much with you, from crying 1 second, then laughing at you that one time you crazily ran around our apartment with the wig on. I was a little scared, honestly. I'm going to miss our dance parties and sing-offs in the gateways. Those are definitely my favorite. And I look up to you so much, and from the first time I talked to you, I knew us Montessori school kids would get along well together. You're like the big sister I never had, and you'll always be an influential part of my life. Speaking of family, I want to say a big thank you to the Abercrombies. You guys are a big part of this group. And most of all, thank you for giving me the pleasure of knowing your daughter. She is amazing. Words cannot express how much I love you and how much love you have for this group. You're my best friend and my roommate and my big sister all in one. And I know how much Beyond Unison means to you, and I would love to continue this legacy. Sienna, you remind me of the sun, and I know that wherever you are, you'll shine just as bright. I can't wait to see how beautiful your life will be, Sienna.
Alright, and next up we have Mama's Broken Heart, originally by Miranda Lambert, but today it will be by our beautiful Sammy, and arranged by I Love Me and Sammy. Come on down with some rusty kisses. I scream his name till the name is called out. I'm on the thing I feel expensive. Don't know what I did next, all I know I couldn't stop. Work got around to the marvel as no Baptist. My mama's phone is out there ringing on the hood. I can hear her now saying she thinks I'm happy. No matter how you feel, it only matters how you look. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady. Cause I raised your better, gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. Well, this ain't my mama's broken heart. Wish I could be just a little less dramatic like Kennedy. I can't walk and down the flames. Leave it to me to hold in the action when the fire truck shows up and there's nobody else. Can't get revenge and keep the spotless reputation. Sometimes revenge is pushing out a name. My mama came from the softer generation. You get a breath and bite your lip just to say the little things. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide the crazy and start acting like a lady. Cause I raised your better, gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. Well, this ain't my mama's broken heart. How do you know to paint your clothes, find your lips and keep them closed, cross your legs, cover your eyes and never let them see you cry. Go and fix your makeup, girl, it's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady. Cause I raised your better, gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. Well, this ain't my mama's broken heart.
Sammy, it's so it's so hard to believe that this is your last semester of Beyond Unison, and even harder to come to terms with the fact that you're leaving. I know this is cliche, but I just want to talk about how amazing of a person you are, and how kind you are, and overall just rave about you for 2 minutes, because you really are so beautiful. Personally, Sammy is one of the funniest people you'll ever meet, and he can party truly like no other. Musically, you are genuinely one of the most talented people I have ever met. You perform with your section with such great strength and grace that I promise you does not go unnoticed. And you have one of the most versatile ranges I have ever heard. I first met Sammy when we were both initiated into the group. It was the 5 of us. You, me, Liz, and the Wolves. There's the same person now. We were all so nervous, sitting in the volleyball pit outside the gateways. You could have all just stood there in awkward silence, not knowing what to say to a group of strangers that had nothing in common besides being members of an a cappella group. But you were the one that made us initial friends.
You got us still talking, encouraging us to introduce ourselves and get to know one another. We got each and every one of us, all very, very different people, to connect as a class. That's what's so special about you, Sammy. You're a leader. You're the type of person that draws people together, and this group will always have something to sing about you with it. Once I got to know Sammy a bit better, I truly realized what a blessing being her friend is. She's been there for me in more ways than I can count, always willing to listen to me rant or vent, but also one of the most fun people around. I'll never forget core memories of Sammy, such as our first fall tour together in Cooperstown, hiking around Nick's house, staying at Bucknell Halls until 1 a.m. singing I Know It's Today with Liz, or singing at every formal together. Sammy, you are genuinely one of the kindest, most genuine and strongest people I know, and getting to know you and be your friend these past few years has been one of my highlights of my experience in this group. You're my student calling work buddy, my fellow school leader lover, and 1/3 of the boom trio. And it's so hard to say goodbye to a member of our boom class, but always know we are Unison, and us, and the 5 of us, will forever be your home, and we love you so much. The next song will be our final 2-year solo entitled Killing Me Softly. Sorry, Liz. Arranged by Mia and her friend Alex and soloed by our lovely senior Vodoro.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, drumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letter and read each one aloud. I prayed that he would listen, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
How could I possibly summarize what Mia means to the Unison and me in 1 minute? I was thinking about it, and I was like, what would Mia do? And then I was like, Mia would go off on an existential tangent about what it really means for her to be leaving and what this group really meant to her. And I would be on the edge of my seat because I'm literally the same person and I love listening to her existential rants and making big talk. In all seriousness, Mia has made the U feel like a home for everyone in it. Whether she's in her gateway baking cookies and substituting every single ingredient, she somehow doesn't have flour, eggs, or sugar, or asking us to please vote on the polls she sends to the group chat, she has created a safe and loving environment for everyone to be a part of. And as a freshman, she's one of the reasons I feel like I've really found my home up now. I honestly can't say I've ever met anyone else like Mia. She's the smartest, most thoughtful, and incredibly talented person a friend could ask for. And I don't care what the existential definition of friendship is, as long as I can consider Mia one. And next up, we're singing You're All I Need, which is originally performed by Marvin Gaye and Timmy Terrell, arranged by Liz Domlinger, and soloed by Liz and me, Abby. Oh, sorry. Go this way. You're all I need to get by.
Like sweet morning dew, I took a look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. Arms open wide, I threw away my pride. I'll sacrifice for you, dedicate my life to you. I walk where you lead, I'll be there in time for me. And when I lose my will, you'll be there to put me up the hill. There's no looking back for us. We got love, sure enough, that's enough. You're all I need to get by. To get by. Like a eagle protected nest, for you I do my best. Stay by you like a tree, and dare anybody to try and move me. Darling, in you I found strength when I was stronger. Don't know what's in store. Together we can open any door. Just to do what's good for you and inspire you. If my love can make someone out of a soul that didn't have a goal, 'cause we got the right foundation, and with the love and determination, you're all I wanna strive for and do a little more. You're all the joy is under the sun, wrapped up into one. You're all I need. You're all I need. You're all to get by. I need. You're all I need to get by.
President of the group, and on behalf on everyone, we want to thank you for coming tonight. We're so glad you could share this experience with us. Before we end, I just want to call the seniors up and ask you guys to come up here. Yeah. Just another round of applause for that. So much to the group and have really made it what it is today. So, most sincere thank you guys. It means so much. Really means so much. All right. With that being said, if you like what you heard, follow us on social media. You know, Unison on Instagram, Spotify, Facebook, and TikTok. And Apple Music too. All streaming services, we're there. And with that, I would like to invite all alumni out for the Beyond Unison traditional closer. Hallelujah.